sebentar, and country. Medina then became the center of the propagation of Islam. From this city, the light of Islam brightened the world. There were many sacrifices during Hijrah, but all were aimed at preserving their Islam belief. The Muslims at that time believed that Hijrah had significant role in the development of Islam. Therefore, the companions of the Prophet decided the year of Hijrah as the name of the year of Islam. By this name, it's expected that the next generation of the Muslims always remember the importance of Hijrah and take the lesson from this event. Oke, sekarang Aim baca dari salam
Salamnya pakai nada tinggi atau gimana?
yang biasa kayak contohnya Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Gitu aja.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aiman. I'm standing here to deliver a speech entitled Take Listen from the History of Hijrah. Ladies and gentlemen, the year of Hijrah relates to event of Hijrah by the Prophet and his companies. Hijrah means the emigration of the Prophet and companies from Makkah to Medina. This event was called as Fajrul Islam, which means the starting time of the darkness to the speed of Islam. In the new city, the Prophet and his companies with Muslim company and country. Madinah they become the center of the progression of Islam. From this city. The light of Islam brightened the world. There, there were many
Sacrifices
sacrifices during Hijrah, but all were aimed at preserving
mm,
their Islam belief.
belief.
The Muslim belief.
Yes.
The, the Muslim at the time believed that Hijrah played significant role in the development of Islam. Therefore, the company of the Prophet decided the year of Hijrah as the name of the year of Islam. By this name, it's expected the that the next generation of the Muslim always remember the importance of hijrah and take the lesson from this event.
Oke, yang ini ya, next ya. Before making a decision of the calendar of Islam, our ascendants thought and contemplated for a long time about what kind of event in Islam life was the most important and impressing. One by one, the events that had been undergone by the Muslims was carefully considered. Finally, they found out that the hijrah of the Prophet was the most important event in the life of Islam. Since then, the hijrah of the Prophet became the beginning of Islam calendar and the new year of Islam. Based on this new year of Islam, the Muslims could arrange the calendar of Islam such as the historical events like the birth of Prophet and the beginning of revelation. They could also understand that the most important event in Islam is the hijrah. Oke, sekarang Aim.
before making edition of the calendar of Islam. Our ancestors talked and contemplated for a long time about what kind of event in Islam life was the most important and impressive. One by one, the event that had been underground by the Muslim was carefully considered. Finally, that found out that the hijrah of the Prophet was the most important event in the life of Islam. Since then the hijrah of the Prophet became the beginning of Islam calendar and the new year of Islam. Based on this new year of Islam, the Muslim called arrange the calendar of Islam such as the historical event like the birth of Prophet and the beginning of relation. They could also understand that the most important event in Islam is the Hijrah.
Okay, next. As a result, every time the Muslims celebrated the New Year, they would remember the sacrifices of the companions of the Prophet and their jihad in propagating Islam. They would also understand that the Muslims couldn't live individually. They must live collectively for the sake of Islam. They would also understand that the year of Hijriah is the symbol of unity, the Muslim, and the symbol of spreading of Islam. Ya, Im.
As a result, every time the Muslims celebrated the New Year, they would remember the sacrifices of the companies of the Prophet and their jihad in propagating Islam. They would also understand that the Muslim
Couldn't.
called, couldn't live individually. They must live collectively, collectively for the sake of Islam. They would also understand that the year of Hijriah is the symbol of unity, the Muslim, and the symbol of spreading of Islam.
Oke. Kalau kayak would yang ini tadi, nah ini would dan could atau couldn't, L-nya nggak usah dibaca. Would, couldn't, gitu ya. Next. From this history, what can we learn? From this history, what can we learn? We see that how important historical period in Islam, which means history is thing history is a thing we must take the values and implement it into our today's life. God's uh, God says in the letter Fatir verse 37, which means, and did we not extend your life in a sufficient period to think for those who want to think? And didn't come to you a warner? One.
Ah, ini kurang geser, Bu.
Mana?
Kurang geser kanan.
Gimana?
Teksnya kurang geser ke kanan.
Oh, masih loading. Sudah digeser ini sama Sunda. Berarti masih loading ini. Gak kelihatan ya? Bentar.